Welcome everybody to Contacts Plus, the show where we get the friends of friends on here, talk about nothing, and yeah, that's about much all we do. Talk about absolutely nothing. If you've never seen this show before, mainly it just runs at a normal talk show level. Like, we just have guests come up, sit on the couch, we talk about them, what they do, everything. We get them all on the couch. Eventually, at the end of the first hour, we just start BSing together and figure out what happens. Woo! Things can go either normal or completely abnormal. Usually goes beyond abnormal. Way we get guests is if the guests will end up recommending their friends to come here. We contact those friends and then we get them on the show for the next time, or whatever time we can squeeze them in. So if you are friends with anyone on this show, you too can be on this show, and it doesn't matter who you are. You could be just some guy in his parents' basement. We don't care. Come here, have some fun. Now, speaking of which, we have our first guest coming up here just now. His name is what happens when I misspell metaphor. Zetaphor! Come over here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Now we'll see if my seat is going to make my neck explode. Let's see. It looks close enough. People see what goes behind the scenes here a little bit, as I never adjusted my seat because I'm an idiot. Okay, all right. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
I just noticed you're there. I didn't even realize. But
is that a problem?
Well, let's start with who are you? Who are you?
Sure. I'm Zetaphor. I've been in Neos for about 2 months now. Good friends with the Anyland group as a former Anylander. You can see the name tags, also a former Second Lifer. You could say I'm an old vet of VR worlds and very happy to be here.
Old friend of the vet of VR world. I myself have been a Second Lifer for too long.
Yes.
2006 when I started Second Life. The name actually comes from Second Life. Second Life's how I found furries. And I knew I wasn't alone. Like, Second Life has been me until just recently. So yes, Second Life. Woo!
Yes, we made it out. If you're not already aware, there's a support group on Wednesdays.
Yes, there's a support group. The Second Life, it is. I guess they haven't really updated their engine since 2010. I think it's
not since
still.
Windlight.
Yeah, Windlight was the first time. It was like the thing that came out, and I was remembered being like, "Oh, the graphics are so good." Now you look at Second Life, it's like, oh no, why is it run at
mono, and then
5 frames
nothing.
a second on like 2004 graphics? It's terrible. I don't know how they get such bad graphics, like such bad performance for graphics. It's, I shit you not, I have a 2080 Ti, Threadripper, all crazy shit in my computer. I run Second Life at 15 frames a second.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
And it's not even VR. They tried to make a VR version. And anyhow.
Yeah, the entirety of my Second Life experience was about 15 FPS, but I spent most of it in a script window, so.
I forgot to start that timer. In Second Life, I think when I started Second Life, I think I had single-digit frames a second. Back in 2006, I remember it was a slideshow. Having something that was smooth in Second Life was like, oh, I can see movement. It was shocking, but now Second Life has turned into an idle fest. I don't know if that's one reason you probably gone out, is how bad Second Life has turned to, like, people are just AFK.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, it's so bad now.
Idle as in idling, not idle.
No,
as in, like,
not like American
K-pop idols.
No, I mean like idle, like.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, yeah. Ultimately, like, I ran out of things to do there, and as you said, like, the population started dying down.
The people who stay there, I still run things in Second Life, but you have to admit, like, Second Life has turned into, like, what you turn it on, then you walk away, and sometimes you come and check back and say, "Oh, hi, friend." Type. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and do that other thing.
It's like Cookie Clicker with abs.
Yeah, and some
clicker with ads.
and then there's the other subset that we can only touch on by a hand gesture that happens in Second Life. You know, that's
yes, of course.
pretty much the internet. But
mean, yeah.
Second Life, it's pretty bad. I've seen things. If you've ever been on Second Life and you've seen certain things in Second Life, it's bad. There are things in my eyes that have like burned into my retinas that I'll never unsee. Especially in fetish sims. Oh my god, don't go there.
Yeah. Did you know I heard Stroker Serpentine actually tried getting into Anyland? I don't know if you know him by name.
I don't know who that is, actually.
He is the most prolific creator of finely detailed genitalia.
Oh.
So if you ever had a prim penis, he was probably the guy who made it.
I never had one. Just
Oh.
I've been genderless for most of the time of my life in there, so yeah. No, I'd never got the prim penises. You know, they never got the. I've seen plenty of them though. I've seen multis. I've seen ones that are larger than your body for some reason that you would pass out. I have seen penises on breasts. So these are the things you see in Second Life. I think we've gotten slightly to the point where we're not for kids. So let's go back down.
Oh, when do you think we started that, huh?
Probably my fault. Sorry, Twitch TOS.
I worry for anybody who's watching below the age of like freaking 18 for the past 5 minutes.
We have our cubes.
Yes.
That says we have survived. We also have our badges above us that say we have survived, and we've somehow managed to stay somewhat sane. Okay, that one's a lie. We're both not sane at all.
This is going on the bookshelf.
We're gonna put that on the bookshelf. All right. We've gone so much off topic. We're actually almost running out of time, and we haven't even talked about what you do. What do you do?
Sure. So in Meat Space, I'm a software engineer. In EOS, I'm a software engineer.
Okay, so you just can't get away from software engineer.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know
my
how
way
to
around Logics.
you know how to cook a good logic spaghetti.
I am working my way there. There are a lot of people here who have got me beat by a mile, but I'm learning quickly.
I think the worst I have seen is spherically organized logics.
Oh god, no. That's cursed.
Yeah. It's just a ball of logics. It's terrifying. I've seen it.
Yeah. I'm definitely having trouble adapting to the whole spatially placed logics. I find myself using red print a lot.
I use red print a bit. Red print, blueprint, or something just to put it on a flat surface. I'm learning a bit more red print. Red print's useful. I have tried to not, but I always go to a flat surface. So I'm like, why don't I just snap it to a surface? Like,
yep.
Snap. Oh, it's so much easier that way.
Yep.
The only thing red print can make extra slots, like because it goes like slot to slot, and there are different things to organize your red print, like in the slots. So there's things that I don't like red print for, but red print definitely makes things super easy. Just slap and read and legible.
Yeah, I definitely have some complaints about it, but it gets the job done.
Oh, and it snaps your object to it?
Yeah, that's always a good time. Snaps and scales it.
Yeah, or it doesn't snap the cards.
Yep.
Mugman has left the building. Oh, I don't know where he went. You might want to check your clothes. He'll climb up through your clothes. He'll pop out of your neck, your collar. You know. He's like
That's the nice thing about being mostly mechanical.
He's like a bed bug. You never get rid of him after you start having him. That's why he's in the mug all the time. But we have to cut this a little short because we have reached the end of our time for this one segment. We'll be taking a quick break. Thank you for showing up. We'll have to shove you down the couch to our next guest. So one quick break. We will be right back. Well, that happened. Yeah. So apparently our blackboard that we have, for doing things and writing things, has turned into that. We can blame one of our currently unannounced guests for this. He's gonna start writing again. Yeah, this is happening. You don't know who that is. It is somebody. We have a ghost on the set. Mario?
Right?
It's me, Mario.
They're gonna play tic-tac-toe.
Things didn't go so well in Luigi's Mansion.
All right. So while our writer plays tic-tac-toe with a ghost, we're gonna have our next guest on the show now. Hopefully, we keep it away from primitive penises. It is our probably smallest guest so far. It is a lizard. It's just a lizard. Just you were called out last episode, so yeah, you have to be here. Deal with it.
Ooh. No, my goggles.
We're good. We good. Are you
Hello.
good? Is another question. Are you good?
Never.
Never? Not good at all?
I need to fix these goggles. I'm getting gems
You've grabbed
everywhere.
you've grabbed your gem.
Don't worry. Alright, so...
Oh,
Ooh,
no. How'd you do?
You are
picked
parented
me
to the
up.
gem, sir.
Don't worry about that. It's fine. They're just here now. It's fine.
When you have a small guests, the other guests just start picking them up. I just noticed
I was just
your
gonna
tag.
eat the gems.
You just eat gems?
They're there. I've come from the corporeal realm. Is that what it's called? Like the place where the ghosts are? I think.
Incorporeal.
Incorporeal. We are
Yeah,
on
we're
the
the
corporeal
corporeal
realm.
English.
So-
English.
Are we ghosts now then? If you've come from the corporeal realm? Is
Mhm.
this after we died?
I
Is this
okay,
hell?
Like, if we weren't ghosts, would you be able to do this? Like, put your head.
Like, if we
Does
can't
that make
reach
me a
through
ghost in
each
the
other
shell?
like this, I.
Stop!
Yeah, I can just do this.
Noise.
Anyhow, we are already confused. Let's start. Who is a lizard other than just a lizard?
I'm somebody who I'm currently like in my first semester of computer science. But I pretend I'm not because I don't want to do math. And most of the time I spend on here making questionable creations of questionable quality. Like 50 will destroy the world, but it's fine.
Just sometimes it might just be like the Pokeball that parents root.
Dude, that was like one of my first experiences in Neos. I was just like hanging out talking with somebody and suddenly we were two-dimensional beings.
Like one of the things I've seen with the Pokeball is just like the whole world flips upside down because it's at parents' root, and everyone just can't stop falling. They just fall constantly, and the whole
Yeah.
world has to be reset.
Like how does that even work?
Apparently, it detects people by I think it's like it raycasts, and if it can't find anybody, it goes up the parent until the top, and then it finds root at the top, and then it goes. Oh, I want to capture root.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But no, that doesn't. There's so much better ways to capture people
Yeah,
than.
I mean, there's like a whole node for getting the player from any obligatory slot in the hierarchy, but
Yeah, I need to
we don't
actually
that.
reverse engineer the Pokeball. Like, I have not done that yet, but I've experienced it flipping the world upside down like 2 or 3 times. So it's definitely a glitch that happens. I just haven't figured out why. It should be patched. I don't know why. Isn't it in the Essentials folder too? Like, isn't it like easily
no,
accessible?
There's two Pokeballs. The one that actually works, and then the one that like breaks worlds was like stolen while someone was in the middle of working on it, I think. So I don't think it's meant to be out there.
The Broken World, yeah. I know it's in one of the public folders.
Yeah, everything's in a public folder if you know where to look.
Even the non-public things. Apparently, our writer is bad at tic-tac-toe.
You spelled tack wrong.
He did.
How
He
do
spelled
you spell
he
tac?
spelled tic-tac-toe
TAC.
wrong.
Oh,
In this
that makes sense.
context.
I heard that's
Said wrong.
TikTok.
Oh, we just changed TikTok-toe. It's where the Chinese government takes takes all your information of your X's and O's.
All your feet pics.
No.
Leave those alone. Those are important.
Anyhow, so we've got who Lizard is. You're obviously student, what you do. It seems like we have a lot of computer science people here, which is good. Computer science, I should have taken that instead of being an auto mechanic. I would have made so much more money. I had a choice. And when I was in high school, I had a choice. Get into computer science because I was real good with computers and everything, or be an automotive mechanic.
Okay,
I chose
but like
to be an automotive mechanic.
if you're an automotive mechanic, English, does that mean you can finally answer the question about cars I've been wondering? Where is the
What?
fast in the car?
It depends on where the fast is stored in that car. Like the fast can generally end up being the gasoline or the turbocharger or the engine or your foot.
Or the
So
flame
riddle
decals
me
if you have
this.
those.
Riddle me this.
Oh.
What is the average fast speed of an unladen vehicle?
Average fast speed of an unladen vehicle will be 110 miles an hour because that's where most of the auto manufacturers have limited for many years. All your cars, like in the 90s and early 2000s, are all limited to about 110, 115 miles an hour. You will hit that and it'll stop accelerating.
So because I've
Oh.
bought the entire speedometer, I can use the entire speedometer.
Well, no, because a lot of cars have like 130 to 150 mile an hour speedometers, but you cannot use it because you will be speed limited.
Dang it.
You have to delete the speed limiter. I know how to do that.
Yeah, you just open the inspector and find it in the root tree.
Oh yeah, you just open the inspector with your dev tip, and then you just delete the speed limiter part. That's how you do it. That is exactly how you do it in the Meat Kingdom.
Just casually, just go into my car here. Don't mind me. Just just to get rid of that there.
You know, the funny part is that it's almost like that. You just have a computer. You plug it in, you have the right software, and then you go through Windows and you just find, electronic speed limiter. Make that 9999. All right. Ta-da! Deleted.
Yay.
Huh. I guess
Neat.
all cars are like all like computerized now, huh?
All cars now. The good thing about being good with computers, even a software engineer could probably get into a car and do things with it. Like, it's all the way you reprogram certain cars is hexadecimal. Like, you just know you can pull the data out of an ECU and it's all hex. You can actually read the hexadecimal and convert it to what the computer's doing as how we reverse engineer for open source tuning. So, I mean, my computers are useful. Software engineers useful.
Yeah.
I just should have chose that path and kept cars as a hobby. You guys chosen the right path. They said I would be making $60 an hour, and this was back in 2008, 2007. I've never made more than like I made $18 to $19 an hour at the end of my working for other people.
Yeah, that's like $60 an hour in 2007.
The problem is I started at $8 an hour as a college trained automotive technician.
Oof.
Yeah. Do not, kids, this is it. Don't go to automotive. Don't. You might like it, just don't. It's a terrible field and it's turning to electric cars. Just don't do it. It's terrifying. You will kill yourself. I have been nearly dead about 5 or more times. So don't do it. It's not worth the money.
That explains Caffey.
No, the caffeine is because I'm an idiot.
Oh.
Anyhow, this has gone completely on a random tangent. The fast, though, to answer your question, yes, fast is stored mostly, I think, in your foot. Just go. Yes. What else do I even go here? Like, what do you do? What do you, other than, or actually, no, let's say, what questionable thing have you made? Let's do that. What questionable thing have you made that you wish you didn't?
So you know the hit game Wii Sports for the Wii?
Yes.
It has like that song, the song that goes like you know that one?
Yeah.
So me and my friends were listening to it and we were like, all right, so what if you had a Wii and you had a disc, you put the disc in the Wii, and then it deletes the world from existence, right? You know?
Why?
What does this have to do with the song?
Because it probably plays it and then deletes the world.
Yeah, it's just, you know,
The world's deleted.
and then everything's gone. It's just,
That is
just
the
music
dangerous
does
thing to put in a
things.
public folder.
No, I'm not. I've not put that in a public for. That is how you get banned, I'm pretty sure.
I've seen some questionable
you?
things in public folders that could probably get people banned. Like I've like, oh, what's this? Click, something happens. It's dangerous to go through public folders without knowing what the hell they do.
Or like deleting the Neos account, the permanent deleting of
Oh,
accounts.
that I don't even know how that works.
What?
I don't want to know how that works.
All right, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna I to keep this somewhat safe for work. One of my badges, if people know, if they're in the know, they're in the know. However, there's a permanent thing where that if this thing happens to them, then there is a system that can actually delete your Neo's account with logics.
I don't know about that one.
It could be through API calls.
Yeah,
It
I'd have
could-
to use like some sort of but no, there's course protection. When it, if you were
True.
using a
And
WebSocket course,
authentication.
It figures
Yeah.
it has a way of deleting your completely deleting your Neo's account.
hmm.
It has like what, like 4 folders. Like, don't touch this.
Yeah, do
Why are you
not touch
going
this.
here?
No,
Please
don't, please don't.
I
No,
need
really,
that
do
folder. I want to try it.
Same.
not.
Yeah, one was alert.
I want to test this.
So
Delete.
I can finally be free.
I have something to add to this. I brought the actual system out to Lux Kitty to try and see if we can dig through and find it. We haven't found it yet, because when Lux tried to equip it, she just couldn't. But
Just didn't work. Yeah.
we're not 100% sure. It is a rumored thing, but a rumor that people do not want to test. Because it allegedly can delete your account, but that's starting to seem improbable. Because
It seems improbable with the protection setup, but even then,
well, even Lux says that you have to basically talk to someone at Neos to get your account deleted.
unless
Like,
it's
there is
unless
a
Chat command for the bot.
there could be, but like
unless they figured out an exploit.
it
Which
could easily
I
be
volunteer to
every
test
time
this.
that you accept
Yeah.
and go through,
I
it is
don't-
basically
well, if
accepting
you
each
test
of
it,
the
just make
sides
sure
of
over
get
there, and
rid of
I'm
the
over
account.
here.
Yeah. I
you
got, like,
volunteer to
4
test
accounts
it.
to
You might
spare,
want to
it's
get
fine.
an alternate account to test it with. You know,
of
like
course.
don't use your actual account to test it with. That would be dumb.
Oh yeah,
Of course, yeah.
I've been debating like if somebody shows up to Neos and they're like, oh no, it's not for me, just being like, I've got
Try
this
this.
weird system.
Go up to newbies.
I do not
The first
condone
thing they
what's
say,
going
"See,
on
here,
over
try
there.
Oh
this.
man,
Yeah.
oh
Try
my
this
god,
cool thing."
we as people in Neos will finally have a use for the Quest kids.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is literally like
How-
sacrificing. This
The
is just
squeaker-
straight
the
up
squeaker tester.
sacrificial.
Yeah,
It's a squeaker
mean,
test.
I mean, with
Click
Oculus
this.
getting rid of the squeakers, there's going to be less of them, hopefully. We
It's
could
like,
do the rest of the project.
Click this button to become Neo's age verified.
Didn't Meta actually
Just
completely
delete.
ban if you're under 13, you cannot use Quest anymore?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's because the whatever lenses can be damaging to your
stop them,
eyes if you're
Val.
under a certain age, and they don't want to
Not
deal with
only
that.
not only that, VR for children. I should just pull out a chair and sit here now. But
No.
There's
VR
also
for
Kappa.
children
Yeah,
is
there's ways
not
they get around
good.
COPPA though.
There's other issues like the worlds like what we were talking about with Second Life. Second Life had an
Yeah.
age thing. Oh my god, it was
One-
terrible when they got rid of the age thing.
All this has
Additional-
happened before, and all this will happen again.
Yeah.
The additional thing, though, is the real life movements of a child will be a lot more exaggerated. Like they'll move around like this, then what we'll need is this. Like they.
R.I.P. all the drunk VR players.
I have
Yeah.
yet to be drunk in VR.
I have,
We're
and
waiting
it's
for that.
weird because it's what got rid of my motion sickness. I did not have
Yeah.
motion sickness. It started up when I would get into like random jetpacks in VR chat that would move around, and then I'm like, oh, I can never do this. And then I got drunk, and I'm like, why does this stabilize me?
We have to take another break. We are reached the end of the segment. I don't know
Milk.
why. We have definitely been on random tangents this episode. I'm blame you.
Before
Before
we
blame
move,
you. Yeah.
before we move
Oh,
on
yeah.
real fast, the incorporeal being has once again blessed us with
Milk,
what is
Yeah.
going on over there.
Pepsi milk.
All right.
Yeah, I probably
know
shouldn't have
what?
had penises in the first
I
2
know that
minutes.
we usually do random debate topics, but
Yeah.
as soon as they're out, we're starting up a
Okay,
debate
that
topic
was
on what everybody's
good.
opinions on Pilk is, because I like Pilk.
Nasty.
Like,
like
I
the
loved it before
kernels.
it was a
That will
fucking
be one of
meme.
our topics, I guess.
Yeah.
You instead of surprising us have now
Yeah.
already said
Yeah,
it.
no,
You've
we're-
broken your own rules,
We're
bad
going
writer.
to-
Bad
we're-
writer, you've broken your own
we're-
rules.
Well,
Oh
my
this is going to be like a what's your opinion on it, and not a let's discuss it as much, because it's
Restart
it's
the
like
food tally
two-
counter.
yeah, restart the food tally counter, or the tally counter could just be random tangents again.
Anyhow, we do have to go to a break. We are going overtime. So
Yeah, Pilk is good.
yeah, we will take a break. We will be right back with our other guest. We're gonna come because he's in the ghost realm right now. We're gonna revive him with a witch doctor, and he will be here in just a moment. Just give us a few moments to get him here, and we need BillyWitchDoctor.com to come here and revive him.
I am so
God, that's a crusty reference.
Welcome back to Contacts Plus. Our next guest, we have finally got him up from. We've contacted BillyWitchDoctor.com. We didn't have chicken, but we did have a Yuffie. Come on, Yuffie, come over here, and you're gigantic. You are huge. We'll go over here. Do not sit on the kobold.
Well, thanks for moving over for me. I'm trying to sit myself down here.
We would be breaking into more fetish territory if you sat on kobold.
Is this what this is gonna like turn into today? Is this like is this gonna be like just the topic with you?
So
Die, son of a.
All right. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about my topics. We don't talk about my topics. Wait. All right. Anyhow, Yuffie, you're gigantic.
As some might say. I hope you've been enjoying the messages I've been leaving on the board for everybody.
Yeah. Yes. Apparently, something about Pilk.
You made a
Yeah. I had to relay some information
Pilk
from a yeah, of course.
I've never heard about Pilk until Neos, and then
It's
I
a
figured out
wonderful
what
drink.
it is.
Pepsi and milk.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Did you know
pickle
at
milk.
BLFC, oh no, Pepsi milk. At BLFC last year, we had a whole Pilk party in one of the suites. We got a bunch of people from Neos together. Why is Pilk green?
Yeah.
I don't know what Pilk you're looking at.
I think there's actually a Pilk that's pickle milk. Hold on, I have to look that up. Actually, no, Matarin, look it up for us.
I will look up Pilk
Pilk.
because that's something I
Two
want in my
different
search
Pilks for
history.
the
Here we
same
go.
reason that there's 6 different
While
jokes.
he's looking up if it's Pepsi milk or pickle milk, let's see, Yuffie, who are you? Other than a giant Regulus sitting on this couch and dwarfing everybody.
Well,
Let me know when you would like the information.
Other than the biggest thing in this
Could barely hear
room,
you.
I'm just like it seems like everybody else here, a computer science student. I'm currently in my 3rd year of computer science. It's a very popular topic today. I'm also just kind of a Neos casual player. I was the winner of MMC last year for creating hypertubes. I'm a photographer in real life. I love taking photos at conventions and stuff like that. Actually, I've got a thing coming up soon. On my campus, there's a group of individuals who are medieval fighters, not LARPers. They actually go out in full sets of armor to a park near my campus and fight with real swords and weapons. And I'm gonna be the photographer of that.
I'm hoping that's Dead Blades.
They might be dull blades, but it's real metal, real everything. But it's.
I mean, I have my own set of medieval armor in the Meat Kingdom, and I do have Dead Blade swords. I mean, it's fun, but you know, I would not want to be hit by that in like actual full force, even with all armor on. What are you doing now?
Are they doing HEMA or the armored full contact, like all fighting?
I don't know yet. I guess I'll find out when I go.
Yeah, I know. Okay,
I'm just there to
Deal with
HEMA's
the best.
one fun, and then I've seen others where it's just you get 2 crowds of just people in armor, and then they just all run in and beat the ever living shit out of each other.
Yeah, I've done the bamboo sword ones before. That shit hurts.
Yeah, the bamboo sword ones, that one's fun and tame compared to HEMA, because HEMA is historical European martial art.
Yeah. We're taking a break.
Oh.
Technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Technical difficulties. Taking a break.
Yuffie broke something.
Did I break something?
No, it's the
Down. Okay, we'll take a
Okay,
quick break.
so I
Quick break.
assume reset stream, or
Oh no.
So